Hey guys, so recently several viewers have asked me what should I eat while I'm treating chronic pelvic pain syndrome. As you may know, eating some foods can worsen your symptoms. The key is that some foods cause inflammation, specifically chronic inflammation. These foods cause your immune system to head out on the warpath, looking for an invader. And as they hunt, sometimes they'll attack your own cells, causing pain, swelling, stiffness, fatigue, and various other symptoms. Today I'm going to talk about what foods contribute the most to chronic inflammation and what you can eat instead. And I'm going to give you general recommendations for how to make that transition, as well as my favorite resources that you can read and explore. So I learned about anti-inflammatory eating before I ever had to fight CPPS. I was about 2 years into training mixed martial arts, and every night after training I'd stiffen up like a balloon. I would basically shamble into bed. I thought I was just training hard, but I was only 28 years old. Then one day a friend came to class having dropped a ton of weight, and I asked him, "How'd you do that?" And all he said was, "Paleo." Paleo is a health movement that aims to eat, sleep, and play like our ancient ancestors. But it's not just caveman superstition. It's backed by science. A few weeks later I tried paleo for myself, and it only took a few days to where I saw dramatic improvement. No more ballooning up, I enjoyed more energy, I had less gas, and I even lost weight, I think about 7 pounds if I remember correctly. So the key is, the paleo diet reduced several causes of inflammation in my body. In a modern diet, the two biggest causes of inflammation are sugars and grains. Sugars is the easy way of saying added sweeteners. Pop, cookies, ice cream, and the sugar added to so many of what we call processed foods can all cause your body to become inflamed. Grains are foods made from cereal crops. The big ones you need to know are wheat, corn, oats, and rice. The problem with grains is both in the glycemic response they cause and in the plant-based proteins that some of them carry, such as lectins. Humans often lack the enzymes needed to break down these proteins, and some of them, like those lectins, have a spiky shape that can cause problems in your intestines. So here's a basic list of things to avoid. Pop, sweetened beverages, sweets, bread, cereal, pasta, and even rice. Also, more sad news, beer is liquid grains. In fact, all alcohol is inflammatory to varying degrees. Don't worry guys, you can still drink. I'll come back to that. So this is a really high-level view of an anti-inflammatory diet. You can get a lot more granular. Another thing to know, your individual dietary needs can change based on your individual genetics. For example, some people can tolerate rice without much of a glycemic response or any kind of inflammation. But my goal today is simply to give you the easiest place to start. If you cut out sugars and grains from your diet, you'll get the largest anti-inflammatory benefit, at least in my experience. But then you'll probably be hungry, so here's what I recommend you eat instead. You're going to use fat as your primary energy source. That means plenty of meat, bacon, coconut oil, mayonnaise, and other healthy fats. You should also load up on your veggies. A big salad, cooked broccoli, and cooked asparagus are all solid choices. Some people insist that dairy is harmful. I never got any benefit from cutting out dairy, but you can experiment for yourself. That said, milk has a lot of lactose, which is a sugar, so skip it and use full-fat cream or coconut milk instead. Alright, so here's a sample of what I like to eat on an ordinary day. For breakfast, if I don't skip breakfast, it's eggs and sausages. Lots of fatty energy. For lunch, it's a big salad and some meat, maybe a chicken breast or an all-natural sausage. For dinner, an easy option is meat with a bag of frozen veggies. I like to put butter and salt on the veggies. So this probably sounds really hard, right? Because you're cutting out all this stuff. That's why we have the 80-20 principle. If you're going to eat this way 80% of the time, you're going to reap most of the rewards and still be able to enjoy a beer now and then. My recommendation is save your cravings for the weekend. Save your beers for the weekend, I love chocolate and ice cream. If you want to know more about the science behind this, I have 2 recommendations. The first is Gary Taub's book, Why We Get Fat and What to Do About It. It's a very readable argument for the science of high-fat, low-carb eating, which is, in general, anti-inflammatory eating. And the second resource is Mark's Daily Apple. It's a website, all of his stuff is free, just like here. It's easily my favorite resource on eating healthy. It's written and balanced for fun and fast reading, with a lot of comprehensive science behind it. So what foods are you gonna be the saddest to see go? Please let me know in the comments. Also, if you are into healthy eating already, I'd love to hear more about what resources you use. I'm certainly down for new recipes, so leave those in the comments too. If you wanna support me and my family, please buy the ebook. But if you're not there yet, feel free to check out all my wisdom free at curecpps.com. Thanks for watching. Now go make yourself a delicious anti-inflammatory attack plan. All right, so here's a sample of So what foods are you gonna have to cut out to knock down your information? Thank you for watching. Now go make a delicious attack plan.